Hey, no. Hi, this is Lori from Beagles and Bobbles. It's nice to see you all again. I thought I would pop in here real quick to talk about a few of my finished objects. It is, gosh, the third week of November. Let me get a little closer to talk to you about this one. I did finish my Cumberland tank by Two of Wands. This is a crochet tank top. It is worked from the bottom up. I used the yarn that was called for in the pattern by Lion Brand. It is an acrylic yarn, and I got it in the two colors that the actual pattern was made in, Raisin and Moonbeam, I think it is. I am wearing this today with my second pair of Pomona Pants that I have completed. I have been shopping for fabric at my Hobby Lobby store. Joann's has gone out of business, so I'm no longer able to shop at Joann's. These are extremely comfortable pants. See if I can get down, show you the bottom. Have them on with my Birkenstocks today and my Cumberland tank. And I did decide to do two pockets on these. They have the elastic waistband, which is extremely comfortable. I wore these the other night when we had a bigger dinner, and oh my goodness, it's amazing. I'm thinking this is going to be my Thanksgiving outfit, that's for sure. It has 2-inch wide elastic. I was able to get quite a big roll on Amazon, so I already have plans to make another pair. This will be my third pair. I got this beautiful plaid fabric at Hobby Lobby. We had some time off this last week for Veterans Day, and I took one of my kids down there. The line was horrible, but I managed to get some fabric. So I got this. I got 3 yards of that, and I'm between 5'9" and 5'10", so about 3 yards takes care of that, and then I have a little bit of extra. I also got this stretchy green, I don't know if it's like a velour. It looks like a corduroy, and I'm planning to make some leggings. I've made this pattern in the past, and I will link the pattern in there. It is an extremely easy pattern to make for the leggings. You can make 3/4 length or full length, and they're so handy to have around. So I'm going to do that in the green fabric, and then with this fabric here, I have plans to make a waffle henny. Isn't that a beautiful color? So I'm excited about those. And I've been making good progress on my Cup of Cocoa socks. I tried this out last winter, and I had several goes at it, and they weren't fitting quite right. I have several little pieces where I had, I just saved the band because I thought these would make perfect little coasters, or I can add them onto a handbag or something. I gotta do something, but anyways, because they didn't fit, I had done the color work way too tight on the last couple of go-rounds, and I still had the pattern. I'm still seeing them online. People are talking about this pattern. Super cute. And mine aren't perfect. I mean, I think there's one of them where I missed the little smiley, but who cares? They're just on my socks, and I figure it's good practice even if they're not perfect at my color work. And they fit. And I have this one, I'm just going on with the foot of the sock. The other one, I'm about to start the heel flap and gusset. So I've made so much good progress on these puppies, and I think they're going to be really fun and cute to have for this winter. Now, I did notice, I've heard people talk about different yarn gauges and how that affects yarn thicknesses and how it affects your gauge. I think that is one of the problems that I did have making these socks, because the brown that I had gotten, and I can't remember who I got it from, this is a hand dyed, it's way thinner than these Patton's Croy, and so all three of these colors are Patton's Croy, and then the brown is not, it's a hand dyed, and it's way thinner, and I'm tempted, as I was making these, I'm tempted to throw in a mohair because it's so much thinner than my other yarns, and I think it's caused me to have more puckering right here because the thickness is not the same. So keep that in mind, I think, before you get into a colorwork project, that yeah, they should match in thickness. And you know, they all say that they're sock weight yarn, and obviously they are not. So what else? Oh, okay, I'm working on the One Love Mystery Cow by Joji Locatelli, and she's already on to clue 3, so I don't mind sharing with you guys. I love this. I've already done one of her cows, and I've made a couple of her cows. Her lace work just makes everything just look so elegant. And I love the simplification with the garter that she's added. So there's like 3 different sections of garter separated by lace. So I'm almost done with my 3rd garter section, which I've been able to work on while watching TV with my husband, and we're watching Stranger Things. We're on to season 3 and we're almost through it because there's a new Stranger Things coming out on Thanksgiving, and we've been watching it all over again because it's such a good show. And we love doing that with these series because it just makes it so fun to be caught up on. Like a lot of times when I'm watching TV in the past, I've been drinking wine and I just can't remember everything happening. But yeah, so this is made out of polka dot sheep fine yarns, and my aunt and uncle went on a trip to Montana, and I happened to be chatting with them, and I was talking to them about yarn, and they said, you know what, I think Montana would have some amazing yarn. Let's try it. We'll pop into some shops on our trip and look for you. And I was like, oh my god, I could not believe that they were going to buy me yarn in Montana. Like, I never thought of asking my other relatives to shop for yarn for me. This is the color Knit Meg, and I think it's so beautiful. I've been working on this at the beach a lot on the weekend, and the colors, they are very beachy to me. I love the like grays and a lot of white in there, but then there's little pops of like reddish maroon in there and some yellow. That's just so beautiful. So I think that's going to be a really fun wearable piece for me. And I do not wear scarves and shawls like all the time, but I do like them occasionally as it gets colder. And a little fun like this, it only takes 1 skein of yarn, so it's a really fun project. And the fact that I'm on week 3 and I only have 1 more week left, that's so cool. And so I'm gonna have a finished object in just another week. I just love that. So I need to scoot back just a little bit. So there's that. And then these are the other skeins of yarn that they picked up for me. And I mean, it was my birthday last month, so I just felt so lucky and so loved that they were actually shopping for yarn for me. So look at this beautiful skein of yarn, and I've already wound it up. It's ready to use. This is Snow Drift Alpacas, and 20% alpaca, 70% wool, and I wonder if that's one of their store brands because it doesn't have another tag on there. And this one is Snowdrift. Oh no, I think I've heard of that brand before. This is Blue Spruce, 20% alpaca, 70% wool, 10% silk. That one. So spruce, blue spruce, love that. green is one of my favorite colors. And I really have not decided yet on what I'm doing with this, but I do think another shawl would be awesome. Like I made one by Andrea Mowry that I really loved. That would be so fun. And this one, is Snowdrift as well. What color is this one? So beautiful. Cayenne. So the three of these colors together. I'm thinking about making another hat, even though I really don't wear hats too often. But in the winter or when we go camping, I love having a few different options for my family and I to put on. So this is our fun free pattern, and it's Aran weight, I think it calls for, or worsted. This was free Rock Ridge beanie. I love that it has the separation with the cables and the garter. That would be so cute. And then also there's a make along with Marley Bird where she's doing a cabled hat, and she does that over Thanksgiving, and I think I'm going to participate in that one. I did sign up for that one. So I think that is it for now. I still have a Tolsta tee in the back of my mind. I do want to do some holiday gift knitting for my kids. I'm thinking about making my kids all a pair of socks. And I haven't made them socks for quite a while. I love my socks so much, so I think I'm going to treat them and make them some socks. I'm going to try to fit that in. And some homemade pajama pants. I think everybody needs a new pair of pajama pants and possibly a robe, something like that. And I am hosting Thanksgiving at my house, so I have to get all ready for that. I hope you all are doing well and taking care and enjoying this beautiful time of year. It's one of my favorites, and we're finally getting some rain. It actually rained quite a bit this weekend, and we only got out for a walk yesterday at this lake by our house, but it's supposed to rain again this evening, so we are loving it. You all take care. Check out my Ravelry, Bagels and Baubles. Check out my Instagram, and I love posting my finished makes on my Instagram at Bagels and Baubles. Thanks, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys later. That was cute.